Okay, hello everyone and welcome back to the Mystery Kings Vanguard channel, and today I have with me again VG.
Yes, hi.
I haven't seen him in quite a while. Okay, like, as mentioned, I was in Malaysia, and I'm gonna start off by saying I'm so sorry I'm not able to get my Malaysia vlog video out because... Okay, I'll just tell you what happened. On Friday, I probably ate some street food on the way to Malaysia, and I ended up getting stomach virus on Friday night. So on Saturday, I was feeling like really sick, so I was in literally no condition to vlog throughout my time in Malaysia there. So yeah, and to those of my viewers that I actually played against, or anyone that's watching this, I am so sorry that I look like I'm really like... My face doesn't look like I'm very happy, I look tilted or something, but I'm actually not tilted, I'm actually feeling really sick. So sorry about that, don't take it to heart or something, yeah. And next, I'm just gonna say what I played for both days. For Premium, day 1, I ended up playing Royal Paladin with no Monarch Alpha, surprisingly. I think... okay, I made the round 5 before I dropped. I think I'm the only Monarch player that actually... Not Monarch player, RP player that made it that far without Monarch, I guess. I mean, not really proud. Okay, just go over match report. First round, NLK lose. Second round, NLK win. Third round, go Paladin win. Fourth round, go Paladin win. Fifth round, OTT Gize lose. I know, pretty sad. Then day 2, I ended up bringing DP because I left my spares for Go Paladin back in the accommodation. It's really stupid. Okay, because I lent my Go Paladin premium to a friend of mine, Han Yong. I don't know if y'all know him, but okay. Basically, I lent it to him, and I ended up... He returned to me in the venue, and I realized that when I brought my box, I didn't bring my spares along. So I'm like, oh shit. I ended up having to, like, you know what, just bring DP in. And DP was actually really horrible. Okay, on round 1 was a win against Pale Moon, really insane luck sack. Round 2 was to OTT, which I actually died to... I would say died to luck sack. Not even because of a consistency issue, but I just literally died to luck sack. Third round died to Great Nature, Bison, which is like, ouch. I lost to Bison because I was actually stuck on Great Dayusha for quite a few turns, so sadly. And yeah, this I'm gonna be doing... Okay, on to the deck profile, and I'm gonna mention this is the one I did top with VG like 2 weeks ago. Like, I mean, I said it before, but yeah, I'll say it again. This is the exact same list. So, movement deck profile. First off, you're Excel clan, so you're gonna be running Excel markers. Naoki sign, go Excel marker, Naoki. That's about it. Yeah, Naoki marker, but not running Narukami deck, but it's good.
What's this? Narukami when you got this?
I know. Screw a Go Paladin.
Hey, this is mine, okay?
So yeah, go on the deck profile. As for starter, I mean, it's the same as always. You're running Crimson Lion, Crave on right, draw 1. Essential to the deck. The only thing you can be running, I guess. Yeah. Next, yeah, you could, but you might... Okay, no one's gonna do that. Next, you're running a total of 4 copies of Raven Hazard, a newcomer to the deck from the V-BT03 Miyagi Academy, I guess. Basically, he has a hand skill. If you have a Vanguard of Incandescent Lion Blonde Ezel, you can counterblast 1 and you can write this card as stamp. So basically, if your opponent gives you a counterblast, and you go first and you turbo your way up to Blonde Ezel and you have him in hand, you can counterblast 1 to write it, and you negate the drive -1 effect. But if you think about it rationally, it's still just gonna net you. It's gonna net you the same amount of cards because you have to counterblast 1 to write this, so you're taking 1 card out of your hand, which to get a twin drive. So it's effectively the same as Blonde Ezel, I guess. So you don't gain any cards in the process unless you check a draw trigger or something. Second skill, which is the most important part of the card, which is on attack, if you have a card with Incandescent Lion Blonde Ezel in the soul, you may counterblast 1 and give plus 15,000 power, 1 critical, and opponent cannot guard Sentinels. So basically, you're waterfall, but 1-time payment. That's about it. Which, okay, it gives Go Paladin a very Vanguard-centric presence, so that's good. But in exchange, you don't get as many attacks as you would if you're sitting on Blonde Ezel. So when you're, in a sense, in games that you are thinking of whether to sticking on Raven Head a bit longer or rewriting the Blonde Ezel, it depends on the matchup, you have to think about it. Both cards has merits when you're playing against different matchup. And just saying, the only thing that's going to allow you to chain me better attack is like 2 cards, I guess. Howell and Mark Slash, which I'm running in the deck, which I don't see a lot of lists running right now, which really sad, I guess. Next is the 4 copies of Incandescent Lion Blonde as well. I went on skill last time and I'll go over again. Hand skill, you have okay, if you have Knight of Superior Skills Bowman or Knight of Elegant Skill Gareth on your Vanguard or Rearguard Circle, so can be both on Rearguard, one on Vanguard, one on Rearguard, I guess. You can Soul Blast a card, you can Soul Blast your Crave out, and you can Superior Ride Extend, and if your opponent is not on grade 3, you get Drive -1. So you can turbo your way up to grade 3, if your opponent beats you a Counter Blast, you have him, you can Counter Blast on and ride again, open 2 Excel Circle. But one thing you need to know is, before you do that, and if you're not going to put your opponent on guard restrict, think twice whether you want to Counter Blast for the extra Excel Circle if you're going to be using it that turn or not. Because for me personally, I realized that by doing, even not rewriting Raven Hair, I will have like a few circles not being used. So need to watch that. Need to think on the value if you're going to go for that, because it does take out 1 Counter Blast. So running 4 copies of this. Next, 2 cards that I do not run instead of Sagramore, which is the how we call it, the popular option. Instead I'm running Mark Slash. I think those who actually plays Paladin build, this is a really potent card. On attack, Counter Blast 1, call 1, you can get plus 5k power. Basically, it's meant to be there to help you to chain attack with on turns that you're on Raven Hair. Because the thing is, on Raven Hair, as mentioned, you don't get as many attacks out, which if you're playing against OTT, which is meant to be you're supposed to counter them, they judging by their hand size, they probably have enough hand size to actually just solely guard through your Vanguard. So this is where it's gonna demand a lot more cards out of your opponent's hand. That's why I'm choosing to run him over Sagramore. And one thing about Sagramore, this deck has really limited soul. So you have to watch the amount of Soul Blast you use in the deck. So running 2 of this. Next, newcomer deck, 4 copies of Wonder Ezel. Basically, on Vanguard Circle, Soul Blast 1, you choose a card. You choose a Howell Rearguard, you retire it, and you search your deck for up to 1 card with Incandescent Blonde Ezel, which is him. You can ride it as stand. And Rearguard skill, when this unit is placed on Rearguard Circle, you can call a card from hand. So, huh?
Drive -1 as well.
Yes, Drive -1. And yeah, so basically he's there to enable your Dindrains, I guess, namely Dindrain, or to extend attacks with him or him. Oops! Oh. Camera drop, okay.
Yeah, that's happened to me like 1,000 times or so.
Okay, but yeah, so this is actually a really potent card, I would say. It serves more than one purpose in the deck, and now, together with the Gareth and Bowman shenanigan, you have 2 ways of turboing your way up to Blonde Ezel, so that's even better. So it does kind of reduce your chance of misriding into him, but it still happens really often, misriding, trust me. The moment you misride, you lose. It's really hard to come out of the game alive, trust me. Next is 4 copies of Bowman, very simple skill, on place from hand, Vanguard or Rearguard Circle, discard 1, search your deck for Knight Elegant Skill, Gareth, Superior Call, and Rearguard skill, if this card is being called by effect, this unit gets plus 3000 power. 12k beat sticks, hits Excel Vanguards, hits protect Vanguard as well. So really important card. So yeah, next is a personal choice of mine, which I actually undervalued this at first. However, I realized that this, maybe it's the way I'm playing, but I value this a lot more than Vivian. Okay. Basically, it carries the same skill as Vivian, but instead of a Counter Blast 1 and Soul Blast cost, is a discard 1 from hand. This card minus you 1 card from hand, yes, but thinking about it now, you have to think about whether, 1, do you have the Counter Blast and Soul Blast to pay for Vivian's skill when you use it? Because both are actually really precious resources. Or will you rather discard 1 to make a call? That's something you have to think about it. Both card works, they serve the same purpose, but you proc their skill in very separate ways, but depending on how you play out, it could make a very big impact. This, you drop a slight defense option in your hand just to get an extra attack. While you, okay, I'll put it in perspective, if you're playing Vivian, it drops your it reduces the number of offensive option you can get. Like, that 1 Counter Blast will have been better used for this Counter Blast on attack skill. Maybe you have a Howell that you're saving up to use for. And that Soul Blast, which is really important, you are gonna mostly mainly be dedicating it to Din Drain. Or if going by popular choice, you're gonna be using it for Sagramore. That's why I'm personally opting for this. Feel free to run Vivian, I would say why not, they are both good options. But I'm still opting for this instead. Next is the 4 copies of Listener of Truth Din Drain. I am so sorry that I have like this random rare sitting over here. I am so sorry guys, I'm gonna trigger any OCD, but yeah, I am still not able to win my last one. So basically, self-explanatory, staple in the deck, or placed by effect, Soul Blast 1 to either countercharge 1 and give him, her, okay, 8 plus 3k. Units have no gender. Confirmed by bullshit already. Or you can draw 1, which majority of time I would say you're gonna be drawing one since this deck does like a lot of hand size. So if you're really in the pinch, you desperately need that 1 card to, I don't know, maybe hope for a chance to get a better unit, I guess. That's when the draw 1 become useful. And next is Howell. Okay, really good card actually. Before this set, we didn't have any way of fueling soul, but now we do. Basically, his skill, he's meant to interact together with Wonder Answer, which we mentioned earlier. Basically, the skill is, at the end of battle, it boosted an attack, and if you have an Azure Vanguard, so it doesn't have to directly boost Azure Vanguard, you may counter blast 1, you move into soul, you draw 1, you super call out a card from hand. So as mentioned, you can chain attack, I guess. Okay, one thing I did in the tournament where I teamed up with BGCI is that I planted 2 Hoels on the field, which I'm not sure if my opponent was expecting it or not, but I don't think he did. So basically, he fed me like 1, 2, 3, 4 counterblast phase. I didn't know what I was thinking. Basically, I planted 1 directly behind my Vanguard, I planted 1 beside my Vanguard, and I had like 2 Excel Circle in front ready to attack. Both rearguard swang, obviously, swang, whatever, I can't English. It followed by Vanguard, counterblast 1, guard restrict. He was up to 5 damage, and he actually felt really safe. So this Howell, counterblast 1 in, so it turned into a random rearguard, if I'm not mistaken, was Bowman, which I actually didn't use skill. So this thing boosts again on rearguard, counterblast 1 in, so I called up the Mark Slash, which I will honestly say that was the winning factor of that game. Because he was not expecting that 1, 2, 3, 4 blind attack that wasn't, okay, maybe 3 blind attack that wasn't really that obvious. That was actually winning factor of the game, I guess. So 4 of these, really important card. Next, 4 copies of Knight of Elegant Skill Gareth on place by effect, counterblast 1 plus 10k power. You are not always gonna be using it, but if you have to, just do it. Why not? 28k on Excel Circle does hit Force Clan even after defensive trigger, so yeah.
Magics.
Yes. And next, triggers. Triggers I'm actually gonna go into quite a fair amount of detail, I guess, because triggers have been very different based on players, because I've seen players opting for France, some opting for crits, some opting for both. So yeah. For me personally, I'm running 4 heal self-explanatory, I think is like important to the deck. 4 draw negates. And now, for me personally, instead, okay, comparing from the last deck profile, I'm currently opting for a total of 8 critical triggers. Why crits? Okay, fronts are good. Okay, but not that well with this deck after the new release. The thing with front, I can see the value of fronts in this deck. It gives you the luxury of not having to decide who to assign the power to if opponent cards to the pass. That's really good. But honestly speaking, if you're gonna play fronts and you're gonna end up giving the front trigger to only like 2 units, I would say you're better off running crits. Crits actually does give a lot more value. And also, if you check a crit early on, it means later on in the game, opponent have lesser opportunities to open defensive triggers, which is in your favor, I guess. And you won't know what's... Okay, my flash just turned off, but it's okay. And you won't know if you are able to cheese wins with this and getting a crit on turn 3, I guess. You can probably cheese a win. But yeah, so that's actually my personal opinion on triggers. Fronts can be played, it's up to you. But I personally don't find the value in fronts. And now I'm gonna pass the time to VGCI. He's gonna give his opinion on how he's gonna be running the deck and how differently will he structure the deck to be, because he will be building Go Paladin for himself. Go ahead.
Okay, so my take on this deck is pretty simple, just a few changes based on Music King. I mean, his deck profile is really good, but for me, I will just make a slight change because I agree that Max Dash is doing really well, but I choose to opt for a Sagamore instead. So yes, even though it requires a lot of soul, you have awhile to feel your soul charge. You can keep riding if you actually draw into, you know, Blonde Ezo and Raven Hair. You can just keep interchanging between both of them. If your opponent tries to deny you Counter Blast for Raven Hair, obviously you can just ride into Blonde Ezo and use Blonde Ezo skill attack, you Superior Coin from hand, and then you activate skill, whatever. So yeah, Sagamore is also a good choice. So yeah, most of the time when you actually ride into Raven Hair, most players will just deny Counter Blast because they really can't take it. When they are grade 1, you're grade 3, obviously they don't want to give you a Counter Blast because it's a 7k Twin Drive, no Sentinels, plus a crit, so it's pretty scary. So Sagamore obviously replaces that as well. Other than that, I still run Vivianis. Yes, it's good. For the, instead of discarding one, obviously you compass Sobras 1 plus 3k top 3 call 1. It still hits numbers, magic numbers against, not magic numbers, but yeah, it still
magic
hits numbers,
number against Excel
and protect.
Yeah,
but not for force, obviously. Other than that, the grade ones is exactly the same. Grade 2s only Viviani.
Instead of these 3 grade 2, I guess.
Both are great. It's just very situational based on
it's your playstyle. It's really your playstyle.
Really your playstyle. Then yeah, instead of Mud Slash, I run actually 2 Sagamores and 1 Smart Slash because I only play 3 Blonde Ezo. Yeah, that's one funny thing about my deck, which I'm gonna upload soon, the deck profile. I only run 3 Blonde Ezos for some reason, in which I'll get to next time. So I run 1 Mud Slash and 2 Sagamores, but it's very interchangeably. Both are good in a sense. Mud Slash is Counter Blast cost, and then Sagamore is Soul Blast cost. As for triggers, I am running, to be honest, I have no idea what I'm running right now because I'm still playtesting, but currently I want to test, I'm testing Rainbow, but might change to either all fronts, which is obviously this 8 is gonna keep, but for this one it's either it's gonna be all fronts or all crits, same as Mythic Great King, or different from Mythic Great King. But currently looking towards crits as well, because if you actually turbo your way up with Raven Hair and then you actually get off the guard streak, opponents don't guard, you check crit is basically 3 damage, 4 damage, you check double crit is really retarded, and in a sense you're able to end the game like that. So yeah, that's all for my opinions. Back to you. Okay,
so thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, just leave a like, subscribe, leave a like, not leave a like, click the bell button. All of this actually does feel really, it helps the channel, I guess, and we are almost there to 550 more subscribers, and we are almost there. Yeah, so not growing as fast as VGCI or Card Diction, I guess, but yeah, still fairly decent progress. So if you guys have any questions for me or anything, just leave in the comments. Maybe if we get enough like question comments, I'll probably just do an interaction video with VGCI, like, don't know, asking questions or bullshit answering questions. So yeah, sure. See you guys next time. Bye.
Bye bye.